Peace and love. So this video I'm going to share with you how to create your own affirmations that goes with your self-love, self-care, just self-awareness type of journey that you may be on. So stay tuned.
I find it hard sometimes. Please, Father, help me. I just want to get right.
Okay, so this is a process that I personally do that I want to share with you. So this is about creating your own affirmations. Now, before I even get to the point where I'm trying to affirm something within myself, I like to start at understanding the root of what an issue is. So whether that's a self-reflection, whether it's a particular situation, something that happened, whatever I'm working on, I like to get to the root of what that is, figure out why I'm acting a certain way, why do I think a certain way, why do I have these types of feelings. So understanding my emotions within a particular situation or something within myself is where I would start. I know that was a lot, but pretty much let me give you an example. So let's say that I'm working on decision making, and my thing is like I have a hard time making decisions, right? So I focus on that as a concern because I want to be better at making decisions, right? So what's stopping me? Why do I feel this way? What type of emotions do I have around making decisions? I use examples of where I feel like I'm making a bad decision or how the decisions affect me. I do all this type of thinking and reflecting, and I journal. I meditate and I journal. Now, this process can take a few hours. It can take a few days, weeks, months. It really all depends on your devotion to your stillness and kind of traveling within your mind to figure out why you're doing certain things. Now, when you get to the root, sometimes it's like this negativity that is breeding there. It may be fear, it may be insecurities, and you have to address that. So I try to understand my emotions by feeling them but not becoming them. So I would sit in meditation and think about all these emotions I have around decision making, and then realize this is why I feel this way. This might have been something that happened, something I might have told myself, something somebody probably told me. But you want to work on like getting rid of all that shit. That's what I try to do. So it's like I'm stripping and releasing things that is not me. So in that process, it's like liberation, frustration, anger, forgiveness. There's a lot of things that come up as that's happening. And this can, like I said, can take a few days, can take a few weeks. But once I feel like I have stripped myself from things that I've made myself aware of with something, I now create this bridge. So the affirmation is what helps me to create that bridge. So I have a low point of myself, and the affirmation creates this bridge that's taking me to like a higher point or another higher level of myself or a thought pattern. You can't stop at the affirmation. I don't stop at the affirmation, but it is a part of the work for me. So if I'm finding out why I'm doing something wrong and I see the potential and the goal of where I want to bring myself, these affirmations is what I will use to counteract. So I'm not good at making decisions. I can make decisions. I will trust myself to make good decisions. I believe in myself. So these are the different things that I'm creating to build myself up. For so much time around this particular situation or emotion, I've been beating myself up. My inner voice has been saying things that is not fruitful to my growth. So because it's something that became a habit, you got to like go in and like break it up and then replace it with things that are helping you grow. But it's not the only thing. You still have to do more work. For me, I still have to do more work, but the simplicity in changing my thought is so crucial and so important, because that's kind of like what I'm being fueled by. So sometimes it's like, oh, let me say I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful. Maybe that affirmation is not hitting for me because I haven't really understood like why I don't feel beautiful. So that's why I go to the root, and then I create the affirmations that's specific to ways that I want to build myself. And I practice repeating them every day. I practice looking in the mirror. I'm washing my hands saying it. I'm driving, I'm saying these things. Even when it comes to, my crystals or gemstones, I charge them up by affirming certain things. And when I feel myself kind of getting off track, I use them as a reminder. But I still have to do the work. Now, a part of that as well is journaling, still meditating, and kind of just adding a routine around the buildup, So it's like steps to getting yourself and wanting to feel better and putting in that work, tearing down the things that is not you, that does not, serve you and things like that, and working on it. Now, you got to do things that just make you feel good, And for example, I spent some time making this right here. I call it self-love. It has rose and lavender and lemon essential oil, right? And the intention that I put into making this to just make me feel whole is something that I affirm. So every time I use this, I be like, I love me. And as the mist is falling on me, I smile, I repeat. And it may sound like it's funny, but it's just like, because it's funny to me, it's like when I see this and I'm about to use it, I'm like, oh, let me do that again. But subconsciously, it's like literally making me feel good, and I enjoy doing it. So every time I just need like a pick me up, the fragrance is there to really, help me, that aroma to pick me up. But the things that I'm doing and saying to myself. So if you got to make something and bask in some love, if that's what you're, doing with your healing process, by all means do it. So yes, that's how I create my affirmations that are very specific to insecurities or, trauma or healing that I'm trying to work on and break free from within my mind. So I'm going to share more some things that I've done with journaling, with affirmations, with creating, that has been helping me to love myself more, to take care of myself more, to trust and, feeling at one and aligned with the Most High and who I've been created to be. So that's all I got for you. I'll be sharing more, so peace and love.
It hard sometimes, please Father help me, I just wanna get right. And I don't wanna slip up, but it's hard to keep up in a world so upside down. So guide me, guide me, guide